Everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. We are following up with where we left off after our launch party. And we are also going to be finally putting away some bales and some proper bale stacks. Thanks to our good friend of the channel, GTX Super Buffo Waylon. Welcome. X2 Sync. Hello, sir. Hello. Hope everybody's week has gone okay. Hope anybody is in Florida is safe and dry. Is one heck of a storm we got going on. Bergness, welcome. This is a Bloomfield, as is said in the title. So you coming along? Slowpoke, are you coming along? We're just trying to get some digestate put down on the field where we left off with our launch party. It does indeed have a title. Its title is Bloomfield. Sir Bloomfield. Full or something? That's close enough being full. Come on, Slowpoke. There we go, we made it. Farmer G, what is up? Welcome one and welcome all. Oh, something is disconnected. This ought to be exciting. Is a disconnection. Maybe it's over here. No. So it must be where orange meets green. No. Oh, yep. Look. There we go. Off we go. Ah, Hagenstein. A little nostalgia with that one. Don't know if Don't know if you'd be into Hagenstad. It's kind of more for that that group that's played it way back then. Oh no! No more going anywhere for you. At least not until you put the front back on. Caleb, how is Scum's one of those survival titles. How's everyone's thoughts on pumps and hoses been now that you've had several days to play with it? I plan on putting out a set of how-to videos for pumps and hoses. The 4 maps that have been released in the last 2 days have put a little bit of a hamper on that idea. But I was able to put a little bit of time today into prepping for a BGA video. So I think I'll do that one first. Bruce, Rabbit Robe! How long do you think it's going to take you to do that radiator job? I did, Caleb, I did. I actually added it to this save. I don't know if we'll get around to using them eventually, but I did add it. I noticed that mod is very, very large. Very large in size. That's the button I wanted. Oh my gosh. Why am I unwinding? Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Rich, I do agree. Oh, Tuki, it's been a long time since we've recorded something on mute. Doesn't happen as often anymore because I actually have it feeding back into my headset. So we're gonna maybe show off a little bit of features related to those new bale stacks that folks may not be aware of. There is going to be a new and noteworthy video coming eventually for those bale stacks. Maybe Saturday. I think Saturday's going to be an awful busy day. It's turning out to become an awful busy day. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. That is right. That is the name of the map, since sometimes people don't realize it. We are going to be doing some things today. We're going to be playing more with our pumps and hosiery. And we're also going to be working with some new bale stacks from a good friend of our channel, GTX. Finally, we're going to be able to put some bales away. And those bale stacks are really, really configurable. So I kind of want to show off its configuration capabilities. I tell you, they would have come in handy when we had 1,800 bales on the ground. Would they not? I don't know why it won't let me overload, but at any rate. Off we go. Genetic J, hello, sir. Hello. Something else, folks. We are starting a brand new set of giveaways. We're no longer giving away pumps and hoses because that's so last week. Now we're giving away a copy of the Platinum Expansion. Platinum Expansion is coming out November 15th at midnight CET. As such, you can enter to win one such copy of the Platinum Expansion. We'll be doing a drawing on Tuesday, October 4th. Just like we did drawings for Vermeer DLC, just like we did drawings for Pumps and Hoses, we're doing the same for the Platinum Expansion, with the very first of those giveaways next Tuesday. Oh, I have to say, getting up at 5:30 in the morning is starting to catch up. Starting to catch up. If I yawn a bit today, don't worry. Don't worry too much. Caleb! Oh, well, it's out. You just gotta save up some cash. It is out now. As you can see from the countdown, Platinum Expansion will release in 45 days. Nearly 46 days. Oh, it's so long to wait, but it'll be so, so worth it, I am sure. Can't wait till we start learning even more about it. Oh, it's Friday there. It's not Friday here. It won't be Friday here for another 4 hours. But the good news is it will be Sunday here when it's already Monday there. So, a booyah on that. That's right, if you've got the Year 1 Season Pass, unlike Pumps and Hoses, you already have Platinum Expansion. time to just chill, right? What we do usually when we introduce new felines is to put them in a room. Last set we put them in our son's room. And just shut the door and kind of let them explore and become comfortable with that room. And then let the other cats kind of get associated through the door. And then after a couple of days, we just open up the door and there you go. I don't know, Will. I don't know, but it's sure. I'm sure it has an odor. No doubt. We already hit this field. I don't think so. I can barely see a texture change, so we'll... There, we'll do that. We can definitely see the change there. Oh, for sure we added poo pourri to the mix. I wonder what digestate smells like. I wonder if it's as bad as so spreading pig manure, that was awful. Man, that carries for miles. You know somebody's been flinging some pig poo, because you can smell that stuff for miles. Oh, indeed, indeed. Yeah, over time, you just stop noticing it until you're away from it for a while, and then you notice it. Yeah, cow manure, cow slurry has nothing on the pigs. Oh, maybe it is genetic. Maybe it is. I don't know firsthand on that front. All right, when we finish this field, we'll go take a look at our bale stacks and talk about those. So, Will, you dodged a pretty big bullet there. That storm turning away from the panhandle. I guess you probably haven't seen any rain either. Is that right? I've been taking a look at the forecast for us. It's going to change tomorrow, I'm sure. Right now, we're down anywhere from 2.5 to 3 inches over 3 days. Oh, Richard, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's also not Giants that's patching it, because it's not Giants' DLC. It is Creative Mesh. And there's no reason the DLC needs a game version, a game revision, or a game patch. So I don't necessarily see it needing to wait. Really? I don't know. Scooter! We don't have the Scooter's Workbench scooter in. I did not add that. Just so you're aware. I don't know. I wasn't aware that Sony or Microsoft tested DLC over, let's say, a mod. Sony and Microsoft definitely don't test mods. Maybe a DLC is different because it's called DLC. We're going to run back to our biogas plant and fill up with digestate. And we've got some bale stacks over at the cow farm we're going to mess with. Is that the thing that puts all that junk on the screen? All the text all over the place? If so, no. I don't want a whole bunch of text all over the screen, obscuring the view. Because the view is just as important as other things. And I would say 90% of the time, the animal pen food's going to be standard. I don't know. I might look at it. Then slap text all over the screen. One day we'll fix all this down here. One day we might do a big corn down here. And we'll forage it for the biogas plant. Well, hectares or acres, you still get a general idea. You get a general idea which is which. Okay. So we've got a couple different bale stacks I put down over here. I've got this bale stack configured for round 125 centimeter straw bales. Changed its color. I thought I was going to try to match the roof of this shed. I probably failed miserably. I've got a stack over here. I forgot to change the color. Now this has 240 centimeter bales. You may say to yourself, what's a 240 centimeter bales? Well, you know what we can put in these bales? Spawn area is blocked. Well, why don't we not stand in the spawn area? Look, by Jeeves, it is one of the little 14 combined bales. We can put the combined bales in here. That's what we're gonna do. We gotta make combined bales out of all these because, well, some idiot busted them all up. I gotta find where that stacker is. Oh, there it is. I put the tank over here. Oh, I know, right? And the ability to reconfigure them on the fly. Right? I don't want them to do round bales anymore. I want them to do square bales. I just changed the configuration. David, what is up? We're gonna put another one down because I've got a bunch of straw bales that are a different size. So while we're picking these up, right, under buildings, we've got two different sizes. We've got the covered bale stack right here. Then we can change the colors on M and N. M and M. M and N. Look at that. Look at that. Hot dog, hot diggity diggity dog. So we change the colors with M and N. And then these will hold one stack of either 125 to 240 or oh my gosh, 125 to 180 centimeter or 180 to 240 centimeter square bales. And the little one here will hold two stacks, I guess that's what that means, of 49 to 120. So even modded little baby bales will fit on this thing. Largemouth bass, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. And then we have a shelf storage where we have 3 different kind of stacks, and it can store all kinds of things. I was hoping this would allow me to store wool pallets, because I was going to store wool pallets, but no, it doesn't do it. Can I change the color with this one? Oh, I can. Oh my gosh. I can change the color of the I-beams. And then GTX has an add-on. Has an add-on option for these giant steel storage sheds. That'd be awesome if we could put cotton bales in there. And then we have the steel pallet shed. But again, it'd be nice if we could store wool. Oh, I guess we can store wool. Duh, that's what that thing is. What an idiot I am. Wool on this one. Wool's there too. I'm gonna put this down over at the sheep farm. And then what's even cooler is, look here. It's got its own menu option. We've got 3 in here now. Right? Watch this. Camera. It's a live camera view of your thing. Seriously, because there's our tractor. Let's move the tractor. Now let's look. Oh, right there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You can disable the input, right? If you want to not accidentally store something, you can disable the input. The little red dot means the input's turned off, so you don't have to worry about it ingesting something you don't want to put in. We can hotspot. Watch this. Visit. Booyah. Now we're over here at the sheep farm. Let's go back. Visit. Booyah! It's always a fun day when I teach Scooter or something. We can obviously tag it, right? We can tag it. And when we tag it and go to the PDA, it's going to be flashing. And configuration. This is the magic sauce. The magic sauce of this thing. Right now we have it configured for 200 centimeter square hay bales. But you know, what if I want... I don't know why these are doubled. I need assistance from GTX to tell me why these are doubled. Oh, and look, this is because 224. Remember we had that variable bale stack mod, variable bale size mod. That's why we have so many of these, because they're all the various iterations of the variable bale. He is such a master of disaster. Anyway, I don't know why they're doubled. Maybe they're doubled because of that bale mod. I'd have to try to load this up with that bale mod turned off and see. But I can convert it instantly. Let's make it a wood chip. Now I can store wood chips in there. I don't want to store wood chips. I want to store hay again. This time I want to store round hay bales. But now I'm storing 150 centimeter round hay bales. I don't have to put down a whole new stack. I can just change it. Change it on a whim. And a prayer. Missy B, congratulations on getting Riverside out. Man, I did not realize it. It had been 2 months. 2 months in the works on getting it released, and a lot more months in the works. You working on the map itself. This is, what is it called? Genetic, or Scooter, what's it called again? Object storage. This is called object storage. It is by our good friend of the channel, GTX. And there is an add-on mod that is like steel bale sheds, or steel sheds. And the steel sheds are add-ons that use the mod. So the steel sheds are kind of an example of how a modder could incorporate the object storage mod into their own mod. It is on the Mod Hub. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. Came out yesterday. Or 2 days ago. It came out either yesterday or the day before. All I know is I have only had time to do map videos. Wednesday, so yesterday. Yesterday, depending on what time zone you're in. But he has a storage shed for every size bale that might exist other than cotton bales. And we are storing the combined bales in here. Where was this when we had 1,840 bales? Right? Did you see that forklift? There was a couple forklift trucks came out recently. One came out today. Kind of interesting jobs. There we go, all these combined. Oh, no, wait, what 2K bales? Or incomplete bales. Yeah, watch this. Boom. So then when we pop it out, right, we come up here, we just hit R. I can pop one out, spawn it. And now what? We have a incomplete bale. 4,700 liters. Whereas our normal bales are 8,000 something. Right? Let's move that over here. See? Next object, 8,400 liters. Spawn it. 8,400 liters. 4,800 liters. We don't, boom. Boom. First in, or last in, first out method. That is how they eject. So yeah, we have this one configured for square bales. And then we have this one configured for round bales. Specifically these round bales. I think Avon Valley's a nice map too. We were surprised with that one. How about those Missy V logos for the collectibles? Yeah, if I mean that would be cool if I think you change it once it's empty, but we can look. Yeah, see there's no configure button. Once it's occupied, configure is changed to spawn. But if we spawned all 6, let's spawn 6, okay? Spawn. Now we can configure it to take a different size bale. It's one up. I wonder what that means. Let's see what happens. Bale not accepted here. I wonder what that is. I wonder, Daniel, if that's just because that was the Elm Creek language. It may just be because it's borrowed. I know, the man, it just keeps coming. He's like, yeah, I don't want to just spit out the same mod like we had in 19. I want to make improvements. And I say to myself, what improvements can you make to a bale stack mod? I mean, it does what it does. And then you make configuration options. And it's like, oh, well, there you go. And of course, if we were stacking wrap bales, then we would see the various color wrap bales. The bales we put in were the same bales that would appear, which would be the same bales that would come back out. The bales would ferment while they're in storage, right? Oh, Farmer G explains it all now. So the reason we have all these is The 121 is the liftable version of the bale. 120 is the non-liftable version. That's why everything's duplicated. It is indeed the variable bale capacity mod. There he is, right there. It's like he heard we were talking. It's like he heard we were talking. Sean, the object storage mod that was released yesterday. So the beloved GTX bale stacks are back. The pallet stacks are back. They are now configurable with respect to what do you want. So unlike in 19 where you had to pick, I want to put down a square bale stack or a round bale stack. Now you just put down a bale stack and you just pick. I want it to be square bales this time. Now I want to do round bales. Now I want to store round bales of a different size. And then there is a companion mod, the steel object storage sheds. So we have these, which are going to store bales or pallets. And then we have the open rack for pallets. And then we have the small square bale stack that is color changeable. Right, see M and N. M and N. Jason, it should, if you have the piston baler activated, it should, as far as I know. It supports these custom bales. It supports the custom bales that are part of the variable bale stack mod. Also, remember, guys, we are giving away a copy of the Platinum expansion now. The Platinum expansion DLC, we're going to give away a copy on Tuesday. I counted it up. We're going to be giving away 7 copies of said Platinum expansion between now and when it launches. Just like we gave away 7 copies of the Pumps and Hoses DLC. Another advantage of a baby baler is you can just move it around. Oh, they do store cotton bales. We were not sure about that. But yeah, 180 to 240, and these go all the way up to 488 and 238. So they store cotton bales as well. Nice. And the 3 means let's just go ahead and do this. Let's visit. There we go. The 3 means that we can put down, or we can load 3 different types of things in here. So if we, that's kind of big for there. Oh man, are you telling me I don't have a good spot for this? That's not really level, but we're screwing it up. Oh, we're gonna do it. Booyah! Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. It didn't. Oh, well. Oops-a-daisy. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. So we can say configure. I want to store wool. And I want to store, what else do I want to store in here? Oh, I might want to store wool. And I might want to store wool. I just want to store a lot of wool in here. Right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. And then we got a light. Oh, no, I'm being locked in. Being locked in, people. I'm sure you can. Let's see. We can put in here solid fertilizer, herbicide, lime, liquids, fertilizer, seed treatment, mineral feed, oats, pallet of oats, pig food, poplar, potatoes, road salt seed, size additive, sugarcane, wheat, wool. Oh, apparently not. What's up with that? What's up with that? No egg storage. Maybe there's a special refrigerated egg building coming. Can these be manually removed? What do you mean, like? What do you mean by manually removed? Like, I want to spawn a pallet? Let's write that. Now we can hoard. Oh no, no. That's because they don't actually exist. So this doesn't actually exist. These are low polys. In theory, they are low poly representations of the real thing. That way you get performance improvements. So I do know that there is a storage shed that literally just puts the pallet on a shelf, but you don't get any actual benefit from that with respect to performance. It just stacks your pallets for you. So this takes your pallet, locks it away, and if your system runs, so look here, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 pallets, right? Exactly your pallet limit. So we have 8 pallets. I can spawn 6 at a time, right? So right now, in the game, I have 7 wool pallets because I just spawned 6 and I've got 1 over there. Now I have 4 wool pallets in game, and now I have 1. I've got 8 pallets stored in there, but they're stored in a script. They're not actually real. So, and then watch this. There's my camera. It's real. The real live camera. See, you got my sheep moving. So if you didn't know where something was, you're like, oh, which one is that? Like, which one is this? Oh, it's that one. And we can turn triggers off. So If you are moving things around and you don't want to accidentally put something in a storage shed. So yeah, I mean, the mod, whatever the name is, the mod that lets you stack real pallets on a shelf and they stay real. That's cool. That's cool and all. The disadvantage is the pallet limit. Right? Now there's a GTX script to ignore the pallet limit. Right? But let's say you start to run into performance problems because you have, 300 pallets of something. And your system just has performance issues. Well, with this mod, you could have 300 pallets in different sheds. And you would have no pallets in game because they would all be locked away until you spawned them. And if we stored that little pallet, like watch this, let's do this. Visit. Oh no, I'm locked in. I can't get out. Oh, I need to get out. Oh, claustrophobic. I need out. Oh, thank God. All right, anyway. See, we have a partial pallet, 600 liters. I'm gonna just chuck it in there. And see, the next object is 659 liters. I can eject that one. The next object is 1,000 liters. I can eject that one. So I get out the same pallet, literally the same pallet I got in. Oh, I don't want to do that. Look, I can spawn it, and now I can disable input. Oh my gosh. So now that the input's disabled, I don't have to worry about it taking it. Right now I can move this back. Seriously, what is it like to be inside that mind? Oh, it's going to be... Oh, really? Yeah. Let's do it. Enable input. Let's go look at it again. Oh, where's... look. It is. There it is. Where's the... Where do we hear about the old versatile 3D scans? Oh, you missed all types of stuff, Captain Kiwi. All of it was related to demonstrating this. We'll turn the input back on. We'll jump back over to this one. Because we're picking these bales up. Yep, and you need to remember last in, first out. So the last thing you put in the stack is the first thing you're going to get out. Silage bales will ferment. Our wrapped grass bales will ferment while they are in storage. Now, these won't work in there because they're bigger. So we got to put a new one down. So we'll put this down here. And we'll go and we'll change the color to, I don't know. I was trying to match the roof color. So then we'll go and configure this one to do 150. Yes, pink. There's always someone that wants a hot pink bale stack. Oh, indeed, Missy B. Indeed, Missy B. Lots of us have been waiting for the day. Ah, yes, it would be cool to have rust on the wear. But of course, you know, there's brands and branding and such. Yeah, this happened because that's what you told it to do, right? I put down a bale shed and all of a sudden everything is pink. Because you picked it in the menu. So yeah, a shed is coming that allows you to put production pallets in. The GTX said it will have fans. Fans will run to keep perishable pallets fresh. I don't want to buy a pallet of chocolate that's melted. Nobody wants a whole case of melted chocolate. That would be undesirable. And here we go. What? Oh. Wow, that was fast. Captain Kiwi, I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna play completely colorblind on you. I have no idea what color that would be. So now we can easily get our bale stacks out when we need to. And we can paint around these. I didn't do too much landscaping. We can put dirt in here. Oh, too bad we don't have the ability to like paint like straw, like dirt and straw combined. That would be cool. Oh, shush it. Nope, 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 not doing that bush. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. There we go. Just like that. Now they look pretty. Here we go. We gotta get back to our pump and hosiery. Now that we put our bales away. I also put this mod in, mostly because I heard people talking so much about it. I was like, man, if I don't put this in, people will be like crying about it. But one thing I did notice is this mod is ginormous. Ginormous in size. Holy bejesus. I mean, what do you got? 100,000? I was going to say you have $100,000 header. You have $179,000 header. Holy jeez. And yes, this thing is jerking on my system. I can only fathom how bad this would completely kill a console. Why is it acting like that? It's not smooth at all. Let's go pick something else. Look, what's smooth? I don't know what's going on. Oh, they count pads as counting the polys on those headers. I won't be using the honeybees for a while because, well, it's February. Oh, they cut the. They was like 200 plus megs because it's already 100 something. Nah, Burgess. Nah. That's like a $1,200 upgrade there because we got to get a whole new motherboard, all new RAM, all new processor, all new cooler. An ultra realistic header that then everybody's going to want to run at fast farming speeds. Is that about the biggest lunatic idea you've ever heard? So let me hear your all's thoughts on pumps and hoses now that you've had a chance to use it. Now that you have a chance to make use of pumps and hoses this week, what are your thoughts? Overrated, underrated, priced about right? Worth it? Not worth it? I used it once, probably won't use it again. It'll be used constantly. Fling and poo reminds me of why I don't run John Deere. You know, those things. What's your issues, Buddha? What's your issues? There's a decent list of mod conflicts, yes. In fact, while we're on the discussion of that, let's go pull the latest list. Let's go pull the latest list. I'm going to put the latest list in the Discord. And then I'll read it because my Discord doesn't make the text red on a dark background, which makes it nearly impossible to read. Okay, we have listed pumps and hoses issues. Pumping from any animal husbandry does not work. All right, that was known before release. Lua error when reconfiguring the PW121 inside the shop trigger. Large power plant has 10x cycle resulting in 10x more money than it should. What? No. That's not a bug, that's desirable effects. The compressor on the PW121 has no functionality. PW121 and water pump storage pace on platform glitches sometimes. Hose behavior, multiplayer hose connections disappear under the ground. I think we may have seen that in our launch party. Separated manure does not fertilize with precision farming. I think I saw that in the weekend live stream when we were doing Western Wilds. Separator does not work near silo or husbandries on dedicated servers. And wear on in part of hose reel is an issue. Oh. Maize Plus conflicts. Update to 1.0.2.0 Maize Plus. That has been fixed. Production revamp has been fixed with 1.3.1. That's the Lua error. We know that there's a problem with enhanced fill type categories. That's what was causing our problem all along on Western Wilds. Pallet autoload specialization. You need to update to 1.8.6.0. Auto drive. There's some auto drive issues. Load HUD mod. Lua error when entering the water pump. Production info HUD. Auto distribution modes to fermenter is not loaded from the save game. Is updated in production info HUD 1.0.0.1. So in general, make sure you update all of your mods to the latest versions. That might help your problems. Buddha, you can't, you have to back it up in there. You can't move it around by hand. That's not a problem. That's by design, I think. Oh, Schultz is admitting he does unrealistic things. Oh, you have made the cat angry. You need to just chill out. Put a food bowl down and back off. It doesn't see, yeah, you're not, I don't think you're supposed to be able to move it. I would love if you could drive it around. Right, it would make backing it up on that little ramp easier than having to hook it up to a tractor and back it up on the ramp. For me, when I heard about that or I realized that, I thought, well, why would I even then put it on the ramp? I just have a tractor or the side-by-side, I'll just drive it around. Or if it, I mean, it's small enough, why can't you pick it up? Right? Sean, fast farming is basically the concept of faking the game out to allow you to do things faster than the operating working speed. So, for example, if you put a fertilizer spreader on the back of a trailer and then turn it on and then drive a truck with the trailer attached through the field, you'll obviously be able to fertilize at full speed. There's a head height mod for harvesters that lets you raise the header up but still have it on. And as a result of having the header up, you can basically harvest at whatever speed the harvester can drive at, as opposed to being limited to the header working width. There's lots of other ways to fake things out with certain 3-point attachments that then you attach something to, and since it's technically not attached to a tractor, it operates different. It's a whole way of life. So yeah, I mean, there's folks that do it because they're like, well, I don't have a lot of time, and you know, I have big fields. Well, then play with smaller fields, right? I only play maps that are 4x maps, but I need to do unrealistic capacities or unrealistic working speeds in order to get things done in a timely manner. Well, then play on a smaller map with smaller fields. That's what I say. But in the end, they get to play their game, we get to play our game. Oh, Caleb, there are plenty of tubers that do fast farming. We're gonna hire a helper so we can go. Where are we at? We're over here. Let's go back and get another load. But, you know, to each their own. Whatever you enjoy, enjoy. Yeah, I turn rocks off usually. I think they spawn too much. They're a little bit too plentiful in my book. Yeah, it's like I enjoy the driving from point 1 to point 2, point A to point B. That's how they say it. I enjoy the driving part. Other people are like, heck no, I would install auto drive, or I use Courseplay, or I use the in-game helper thing because they don't want to drive from point A to point B. Biogas is in the house. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what I forgot? What I completely forgot? This video is brought to you by Aaron Just and William Chapman. Thank you for being farm barons. So I'm working together a Google Sheet that has a breakdown of the 3 fermenters, and each fermenter has listed its max inputs for the 4 various inputs, has listed the methane and digestate output of the various iterations of inputs being active at the same time. And then I also documented, I think I documented the number of cycles for each fermenter, which is the same at 24. And then I also documented the recipes. So how much each fermenter inputs per cycle on the input. Turns out that all 5 of the feeders, what do they call it? All 5 of the these things, whatever these things are called, I call them digesters, but all of these all ingest at the same time. So the only difference between the 5 ingesters is the capacity that they hold. In some testing I did earlier today, I found they all basically ingest at the same rate. But I'm a little worried about the profitability if the big fermenter is too profitable. But part of the how-to video that I'm going to put together, I'm going to talk about how everything is additive. So if you combine one fermenter with a second fermenter, then you can basically combine the production capabilities of the 2. Whoops. Wrong pump. What's Streamlabs have to say? No, I don't think so. I don't think the manure mod was better than connecting hoses than this. Oh, what mod are we talking about? Oh, the grazing mod. Yeah, I think you need to define a foliage layer. Yeah, Buddha, I am overloading the one tank with the others. You just get the pipe close, and then you get the pipe close, you get into the, is it not connected, or is it? Alright, let's go look. Go over here. And we'll grab our hose with our wrench. Clicky clicky. No, there's no hose between them. So we just drop it, right? We just get it close. And then we say left shift Q. And it attaches it by itself. Oops. There we go. So yeah, there's some feel that you should have to put a hose connect to everything. I think it's a decent trade-off in my opinion between ultra realism and gameplay ability. that's what we've got going on here. I think I've got too much hose. Too much hose, yeah, too much hose just strung out. Alright. We'll take care of that. So yeah, you can... You can, let me get this fixed. You can overload from one tank to another without having to have a hose in between. I think I might have gaffed my hose here when I was unwinding it. Rez is using a wheel for what? For construction simulator? Is that what he's using a wheel for? Oh, did they come out with a fix? There, now we won't have to worry about it. See, that yellow hose is over here somewhere. Where did it go? Where did that yellow hose go? Oh, there it is. Yay! Oh. We gotta hook you back up. So I was using Terraform for something other than digging. That's about all I could ever get to do right. All right, now we got things set back up. Off we go. Now we should have more than ample hose. We still have to go work on the one more field. This field here, 5. Still gotta hit field 5. Get that one, we get that one. We got this one. No, this is where the BG is. We got this one. We never hit these, did we? No, we never hit those either. We all playing mining sim. What's the longest hose setup people have done so far? Oh, for sure, Captain Kiwi. It gets awful heavy. Right. I do think they've done a pretty darn good job with the drag mechanics. As far as how the hose flows out. Because the hose ends up being about in the middle of the field as it progresses across. What's this? Sweet corn? A sweet corn stand? Oh, there we go. The front lights on our hose reel. Oh, a greenhouse that makes sweet corn. We're just gonna unroll our hose all over here. Now, sweet corn with raw sweet corn is pretty good. That's pretty dang tasty. That's how you know how sweet corn really is, when you have it within the raw condition. Just husk it and bite into it. Rats is always so popular. So he does what? Like just custom production stuff? So it's a special creek? Any creek? Or is it going to be this specific creek? Thought I already had it lowered. Oh, so you soak corn in a creek for a week. And then you cook it. Tell you what, today we went to a local barbecue place. And that was nice. They had you get your barbecue, you get your meat. And then you go pick your own sauce from one of their signature sauces. They had like a sauce bar with sauces in these large metal jugs with little spigots on them. They had ultra sweet cornbread. See, I got a sliced brisket sandwich. They cut it in half, so I just basically I poured sauce. The sauce was a little runny. It's kind of a runny sauce, thin. So I poured the sauce over the sandwich, the part that I was about to eat, and then bit down into it. That was some good stuff. They had mac and cheese, a side of mac and cheese, but the cheese was smoked. So it was like smoked mac and cheese. That was good. It wasn't overbearing. It wasn't overdone. It was just right. They had a side of collards, so I got a side of collards, and they were cooked with ham. They were good. Overall, it was a very good lunch. We've been passing this place for the better part of a year, and about every time we would be there, they would be closed, because they close on Monday and Tuesday. They're closed Monday and Tuesday, and about every time we would drive past there, it would be Monday or Tuesday. Today was our opportunity, and we made it. Yeah, smoked mac and cheese. It was worth ordering again. Usually, I'm not a big mac and cheese person. It's not something I would deliberately pick. To me, mac and cheese seems like one of those, if you order it as a side, it's like you're just throwing it away. Like, what, there was nothing better? It's like, I need to pick a side, there's nothing better, so I might as well pick mac and cheese. But, yeah. It was some good stuff. Hire a helper so we can jump over here and... No, wrong one. Let's do another load. Just pulling that hose out. Why did you stop? I'm not a big okra oh, what? Tank is empty. Tank is not empty. Whatever. I'm not a big okra. It's okra's kind of, I don't know, maybe we just never know how to cook it right. It's just kind of slimy. Not really into it. I made some chili the other day. My chili is fairly basic. Meat, kidney beans, some whole peeled tomatoes I toss in there. Dice up an onion. Toss in, I don't know, some random amount of garlic. Toss a packet of chili seasoning in, stir it up, and come back to it tomorrow. Toss in some more chili powder. Stir every so often. Gumbo, that's one of those interesting dishes that could be nearly literally just about anything. Right? The definition of gumbo is pretty loose. Oh, it's pretty basic, Will. Pretty basic. I actually end up putting, I actually would take tortilla chips. Like corn tortilla chips. And crunch them up and toss them in the bowl of chili with a little bit of cheese. It's not bad. Not a bad ad. Some people don't like beans in their chili. Some people don't like meat in their chili. I think the only thing that requires to be in chili is a chili pepper. No, not Cheez-Its. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tukey. What is that? That just sounds bad. I know what that means, Genetic J. I know what that means. I'm not gonna knock it, but I'm not gonna try it. Well, those oysters just not baking crackers very much anymore. Well, basically, it's a pound of ground beef. The leanest you got. Toss that in a crock pot, raw. Toss in 2 large cans of whole peeled tomatoes. Toss in a large can of kidney beans, one of those big cans. And if you can't find a big can, it's like 4 little cans of kidney beans. Toss it all in, juice and all. Dice up an onion, whole onion. And then toss in, you know, a couple spoonfuls of garlic. A couple spoonfuls of minced garlic, toss in there. We like the McCormick chili seasoning. I don't know if you'll be able to get McCormick chili seasoning in Florida, but we got that here. We like McCormick chili seasoning. Toss a packet of that in there. That'll get it started. Put it on low and come back in about 6 hours. You could. Yeah, you could put hot sauce in there. And then 6 hours later, you want to stir it up real good. Give it a taste. Probably put more chili powder in it. Stir it up. I like to try to kind of crush up the... 1 pound. I try to crush up the tomatoes They'll be nice and cooked. I try to crush up the tomatoes. And as long as the meat's not tight, the meat will cook in the slow cooker. As long as it's fairly lean, it won't be ultra greasy. But you can also kind of skim the grease off of it. But for me, it's one of those that you put in the crock pot, let's say the night before, and you come back and you eat it the next day from lunch or something. So 8 to 10 hours of total slow cooking. The wife likes to put shredded cheese on it, on her bowl. Shredded cheese isn't bad. I said I'll take real thick tortilla chips and crunch them up in it. But chili powder to taste, season to taste. Yeah, ultra basic. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on. I could call it dump chili because literally you just dump everything in a crock pot and turn it on. Oh yeah, I mean that makes an entire crock pot full. I mean, it's you got food for days. You could go with like diced tomatoes. I mean, a lot of the tomato is there to give it the sauce. The tomato flesh cooks up pretty good. You can squish it out pretty good. Just be careful when you squish it against the side of the crock pot, it doesn't spurt out onto you and burn. Oh, this looks like Captain Kiwi's got a Subway. Yeah, give it a go. I mean, it'll fill you up. Right? A bowl of that'll fill you up. What's Skyline chili? Oh, it's crazy. We got hose dragging all over the place. Yeah, I think he eats there every day. I think he eats Subway every day, does he not? Spaghetti? What the heck? Spaghetti noodles. Uh-oh, it is. Look at the time, people. It is 10 o'clock. I know a guy. He's late for his own stream. Explanation Raz. He's late for his own stream, but he's going to be doing something tonight. I don't know what. It might be construction. It might be a mining operation. Heck, he might be building a computer with Computer Build Simulator, or Epic Games released a drone flying simulator today. It's one of their free weekly games of the day, weekly free games of the week. So I think we should all ask him to stream drone flight sim. Bun, hot dog, cheese, bacon, shoestring potato chips. Shoestring potato chip. What? Oh, okay. Ketchup, mustard, French fried onions, and what? Oh no, you lost me at mayo on top. You really lost me at mustard. I'm not a mustard guy. We had a guy. We were in the barbecue restaurant, and we heard a guy basically order his sandwich, and then he asked for mayo on top, and we're like, what? 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 Puts mayo on a barbecue sandwich? That's right. What? It's like, dude, you need to leave. You're confused. But yeah, you had your choice of meats. You had brisket, sliced beef, pulled pork, sausage, chicken, and I think there was another. There was like 5 different meats you could pick. There were 6 different sides. There was collards, mac and cheese. There was potato salad, green beans, and like baked beans. There may have been another. And then for dessert, you could get banana pudding. You could get a little mini loaf of cornbread. Cornbread was listed under sweets, so you knew it was not your normal cornbread. Yeah, I think next time we go back, we're gonna get their combo platter. Was you pick 2 meats and 2 sides, and it was like $23. We had 1 sandwich, and we had 2 sides and a cornbread and 2 drinks, and it was right around that. This will be our last pass of the night. I want to thank you all for coming out and watching. I got to hit the sack. I got to get to work tomorrow morning. And Mr. Raznak's going to be streaming. So, Explanation Raz, you get a link to his channel. Go over and, well, give him a crazy time. Remember, we're giving away a copy of the Platinum Edition Explanation giveaway. Be sure to enter to win. Be one of the first to win the Platinum Edition for Farming Simulator 22, releasing on November 15th. We're going to be doing that drawing on Tuesday, October 4th. So next Tuesday. Keep an eye on the channel. We are going to put out some how-to videos related to pumps and hoses. I think the first video we're going to do is going to talk about the BGA and things to consider when designing or building out your BGA to be as effective or as efficient with that as possible. And then how pretty much you can combine just about anything and everything to the setup. So until next time, happy farming.